Hey everybody, it's me Quishar from Quishar Detroit Publishing. I hope you have enjoyed your week. This week seemed like it was a really long week for me. So today I am talking about 5 things that you need in order to write your book. And these are not necessarily apps that you need to use or um, actual steps to writing a book. These are just some of the requirements that you need, some of the skills that you need in order to write your book. And my name is Quishar, and I am the CEO of Quishar Detroit Publishing. I am an insurance agent by day and a self-published author by night. And the reason that I exist is to help you tell your story through a published work of art. So throughout my journey, I published my first book in September of last year, around Labor Day of last year, and a second book I published on March 26th, which was my birthday. And I have a third project coming up. It is a part of a anthology. It's called wow, why did I just forget the name of the book? My chapter in the book is On My Terms, a non-negotiable commitment to excellence. And the book is a non-negotiable lifestyle in reference to success. I don't know why I just forgot that book. I just had a long week. I had too much on my mind. But I want to talk about some things that you need in order to write a book. The first thing that you need to write your book is to have discipline. Yesterday when I went live, somebody was stating that the hardest part to writing a book is just getting started. And I can understand, especially if you don't have the steps to write a book. So I can understand how that could be hard to start. But the thing about it is, just start. If it's just you starting with getting a spiral or a journal and writing about 10-15 minutes a day, then go ahead and do that. And this is the thing, you control when you write and how long you write. So, if you're just starting out, just start, journaling. Just start, writing a little bit every day for at least 30 days. And once you have enough material, you can start organizing it into an outline. But the first thing that you need is discipline. Consistency wins every time, because you have to consistently put in the work. Even though you don't feel like it, you have to consistently put in the work, consistently write. So once you come up with your topic and once you know what you're actually writing about and you have an outline, it'll be a clear pathway. So once you have the outline and your chapters, you can start, just start writing. And you don't necessarily have to write the introduction first. If you have your detailed outline created, find something that you find most interesting about your book and write about that chapter. And so what you need to do is set up a schedule. How long is it going to take you to write this book? Once you get serious about it, once you get past writing notes and you're like, okay, I'm going to write this book. I have a topic. You have an outline. You need to have a concrete deadline so that you can set up a writing schedule that's going to work for you and your schedule. So say, for instance, if you have children that you have to, take care of in a family, maybe you can get up 1 hour earlier. And, though you may be tired, but if you get up maybe an hour earlier, even a half an hour earlier, when the house is quiet, it'll give you some time to yourself and you can, start writing. If you do that for 30 days, for even 90 days, you'll have enough material to write your book. So the first thing that you need is discipline, to be consistent. And you have to, get rid of all the excuses, because a lot of times we make up excuses because we are afraid to go after what we want to go after. And I know with my second book, Skyrocket Your Success, I was hesitant about writing because I wanted everything to be perfect. I am a perfectionist at times, and if it didn't look perfect to me, I was kind of hesitant, and I didn't want to just put myself out there and it wasn't perfect. So that kind of made me, delay writing a lot of times, because I would sit there and like, this is not good enough. And I just wanted it to be perfect. So I would stop, in the midst of writing, because it just was not gelling together for me at first. So, you just have to be consistent. So you need to have that discipline. That's the first thing. The second thing is you need to be creative. So take a different spin on a topic. So instead of talking about whatever your topic is the same way other authors talk about it, try to find a creative spin and find something that they're not talking about regarding this topic, because that'll make you stand out. And once you find your creative spin, then be consistent with it, and try to come up with a new perspective so that you are not sounding like someone else. So try to think of a different creative spin on that same topic. The third thing you need to do is to make sure that your book will have value for the readers. What value will someone obtain by reading your book? Is it that they'll be more confident? Is it that they will gain time management skills? Hey, sweet persuasion. What would they learn as a result of reading your book? So think about that. What kind of value will you add to their lives? Now, mainly I'm talking about a nonfiction book. So I'm in the process of writing a fiction book, but the bulk of my experience would be with 2 nonfiction books. So, find out what the value is that you offer to someone in the book. After they read your book, what will they gain? Again, would it be confidence? Would it be time management skills? What would they gain as a result of reading your book? Sweet Persuasion 1225. I hope you've had a wonderful week. So it's a late night Friday night session, and we're just talking about 5 skills that you need in order to write your book. And I'll just, start from the beginning again. I talked about discipline. And I think it was you yesterday, you were saying that it's just hard getting started to write your book. So you just have to go ahead and start. And the thing about it is, if you don't have a deadline, or if you don't have a publishing contract, it's up to you, when you start writing. But the key is to just start. And if it's, you're just getting a journal and you're journaling, for 10 to 15 minutes a day, just keep, writing until you have enough material to, organize it and create an outline. So the first thing is discipline. Be consistent. So if you're going to write every day for 10 minutes, write every day for 10 minutes. If it's going to be, you're going to write every Wednesday for 1 hour, make sure that you put that in your calendar, like in your cell phone, check off an hour, just put it in your phone that you're going to be, writing for an hour, and be consistent. And as long as you're consistent, you'll see the work, and you'll be happy that you were consistent and you set up that specific time to work on your book. The second thing is creativity. If you're writing about a popular topic, try to think of a different spin on it, something that people are not talking about. So, try to come up with a new perspective so that you'll stand out as an expert with that creative spin. And the third thing is to find value for your readers. Whatever you are offering in your book, make sure that, as a result of reading your book, somebody's going to come away with a new perspective or a new skill, because, you are sharing your experience and you can help somebody else. Even if it's that you are, teaching them something, or just, entertaining somebody. Just make sure that whatever you do, that you're adding value to someone's life. And the next thing that you need to be is authentic, original. And that kind of spins off on the creativity. Make sure that you're original in whatever you offer. We may have had similar experiences, but your experience will be different from mine. So make sure that your authenticity shines through, and no matter what you do. And the last thing, number 5, is confidence. You need confidence in order to promote yourself, to market. You need to be able to promote yourself effectively and to speak and let people know what you are offering and what you're selling. And don't be afraid to sell. Don't be afraid to talk about your book, because you wrote this book so that people, that you can inform or educate or whatever your goal was. Make sure that you have the confidence and go ahead and promote your book, market your book. You have to think of creative ways to do it. And some creative ways is that you could do, some of the creative ways would be like you can do master classes or you can do workshops. And I'm in the process right now of doing, creating a workshop for my book, Skyrocket Your Success. And, you know, throughout the workshop, the book can be a part of it. And in the fee, you can include the book. So Sweet Persuasion says, my friend wrote his book in 3 weeks and self-published. I'm just procrastinating, but I'm going to start tomorrow, even if it's a paragraph. That's right. Even if it's a paragraph, because it makes a big difference. And even if, so tomorrow you write a paragraph, the next day, even if it's just one sentence or one word that inspires you, write that down, because you can come back and, you know, pick up on it the next day. But just try to be consistent and just keep, the thing is to just take action and keep moving forward. So your friend, that's excellent. He wrote his book in 3 weeks and self-published it. That's great. So if you are serious about writing a book, you can do it in a day or two, you know, a few hours. If you sit down and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and you have a structure outline, you can go ahead and do it. And sometimes, to even make it easier, if you don't feel like writing, you can record it on your app on your phone. There are a lot of different apps that you can use to record, so that you can have it transcribed. And so tomorrow, maybe I'll come on and talk about different apps that you can use for transcription when it, you know, is concerning writing your book. So again, I'm going to repeat those 5 things. You need discipline. You need to be consistent. You need to have creativity. You need to be authentic. You need to make sure that your book is going to offer value for your readers. And you need to be confident to talk about your book and confident to promote your book. So that's basically what I had for today. Did you have any questions for me, Sweet Persuasion? And I'm sorry, can you please give me your first name so I don't have to call you by your IG handle? I want to make sure that I know your name. So I'm glad it's Friday and I don't have to go to work tomorrow. But I do have an interview tomorrow regarding my book. Lauren. Okay, Lauren. Nice to meet you. I'm Quishar, but I go by Shar, Shar. So it's nice to meet you. And yes, I think you should just get a journal and start with a paragraph tomorrow. You can start with a paragraph tomorrow. Tomorrow, the next day, maybe 2 paragraphs or maybe 1 sentence, but just be consistent. And then you'll be happy that you were consistent, and you'll be able to take all of your writing and turn it into a book. So I just came on for a short time today because I want to be consistent and do my 30-day challenge and make sure that I come on. I'll be on tomorrow sometime. I don't know if it's going to be late or in the afternoon. Not really sure. Okay, great. Let me know. So tomorrow, I don't know what time I'm coming in, but if you catch me, just make a comment and let me know if you wrote your paragraph. Okay. Great job. And I'm looking forward to telling you great job for tomorrow. Okay. So I guess I am going to end my live unless you have a question, Lauren. Do you have anything big planned for the weekend? So those of you that catch the replay, please type in replay and tell me what you think about those 5 things. Not at the moment, just dinner. Okay, well, have fun. Have a fun dinner. All right, and I will see you tomorrow. All right. Peace out. And a movie, Avengers. Yeah, I need to go see Avengers too. I heard it was good. All right. So I will see you tomorrow. All right. Have a good night.